So, this video, let's talk about the side effects of chemo, what it does to your body. um, I, well, it's been a minute, so I have to talk about the medications I've been on. So, the first batch of chemo, because current time right now, I'm on my second cycle of chemo. But prior to that, I took what they call the Red Devil. Boy, when I say I know why they call it the Red Devil, this medicine, it's like one of the strongest medicines you can be on as a cancer patient. And they only have you doing like every other week for 4 weeks of this medicine, because it really is strong and it really will knock you on your ass. Matter of fact, that's how I ended up here. Because my first treatment, I had hair. So, I could post what that looked like. I mean, I think I have one video where y'all be able to see what my hair looks like, or at least I took a video there. So, but I'm bald now, and it didn't start out this way. So I did lose my hair after the second, because my treatments was like every other week when I first started. By the second week of me doing that, my hair was falling out. Like it was coming out in clumps, and just clumps and clumps every time I combed. I'm just like, wait, I thought I had time. What happened here? I thought I had straight up time for this to be like at least by the 4th cycle. No, by the 2nd cycle, it was already coming out. It was coming out a lot. So I was like, my genius ass was like, okay, well, fine. Let's just get a haircut. Because me sitting here looking at this hair coming out is not helping me at all. Mentally, it ain't helping me. It wasn't helping me at all. So I went and got a haircut and post some pictures. Got a little short haircut. I was rocking a short haircut for about a week. For about a week. Can you say, boy, let me tell you. My hair was already short, right? So I'm just brushing. You got the little brush, you just brushing. It's coming out in the brush. By the time I took my 3rd chemo treatment, the joke was on me. Because it was coming out in the brush. It was coming out so bad that I just did like that. And I mean, I just took my hand, it just touched it across my head, and it came out in my hand. And I had patch marks all over my head looking like the Night of the Living Dead, to the point where I had to go to the barbershop. It was so bad. And I pretty much I went to a beauty salon twice. So within the first week, I still had hair. By the second week, by the end of the next following week, I was already bald, and I had to go get another haircut. So that was money I wasted just cutting off my hair. And most people like, oh, you could have waited. No, because it was coming out so bad. It just came out really bad. So Red Devil is like no joke. Like when you take that, it really kills all the cells in your it starts killing all your cells. Because what it's supposed to do is kill the cancer or help to shrink it, which it shrank some of my tumor, not all. So I still have the tumor. I only was on Red Devil for 4 weeks. But it really does fuck you up. It's like one of the strongest chemos you can be on being a breast cancer patient. And I think it's even stronger than the other chemos that everybody else is on. For the simple fact, because certain patients, they get the pill form, and the pill form is not as strong as you getting it infusion. And what I take is like is strong. That's what I was told. Let me see. Now, as you can see, I don't have any eyelashes. That fell out probably about a week ago. Literally. Eyebrows. What used to be eyebrows, I don't have any. So I'm bald. Literally, I have no hair on my body. Well, I take that back. I lie. I have some hair on me. But like the actual hair is gone. All of it. Everywhere. Oh, let's tell you what else this does. So, let's talk about your cycle. You start out with a period, and then it goes away. For some people. For me, it went away. And with that comes a whole nother story. So, like I said, you get all these medications, and you have to see all your doctors. And what I mean by that, when I say you have to see all your doctors, you even see your gynecologist, and they will check you to make sure that your reproduction organs are good. Mine is, but it's like you can't win for lose. I have an abnormal pap. Now, I don't, for any woman has gone through going to the gynecologist and getting an abnormal pap, to have so many, and I've had like a bunch of them, it really causes concern to me, especially now going through this whole situation, for the simple fact that you really wonder, like, wonder how this is gonna go, because the comment I made to my gynecologist was like, look, I'm starting this process of going through this. I'm constantly in this office for I've probably had maybe one pap smear where it came back not abnormal, and for me to have it abnormal, there are cells growing there. So I was told that they're low. They can check me in 6 months and hopefully it will go away. And I just said, I'm starting this process. I don't want to have to come back a year later or 6 months later to be told I have ovarian cancer. And I say that I'm not speaking it into existence. I'm saying it because, let's call a thing. You're going through all these motions and you're doing all these things, and things are not, they're abnormal. So anything abnormal, then it needs more investigation because something's clearly wrong. That's not normal. So in 6 months, I will revisit my gynecologist and see what she sees. And got a whole array of warning of, hey, don't sleep with nobody. My sex life is non-existent, so who the hell am I sleeping with? My damn self. That's all I can say. I ain't sleeping with nobody, so I ain't got to worry about getting pregnant, because they give you a pregnancy test when you first go in to get chemo. That's the first thing. They really make sure they stress that out, because you won't have a cycle. That doesn't mean you can't get pregnant. Just had to throw that out there. I was like all shits and giggles because I'm just like, don't fucking apply to me. It don't matter. Celibate, abstinence, whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm sex deprived, so I ain't got to worry about that. Not my problem. Minding my whole business. Carry on, lady. At that point, I really didn't care. But what I did care about, and I had to ask the question, is because what you are not told, I thought I had time to kick it with my period, with my cycle. Nah. I started in June. July, I had a cycle. By August, my cycle was gone. I had my last cycle, I think in August, or was it July? I think I had my last cycle in July. And then August, non-existent. You ain't did nothing with nobody, so you can't be like, ooh, I'm pregnant. No, you ain't. It also threw another question that I had to ask, because with this throwing your cycle into hiatus, what really happens to your reproduction system? Well, I have to tell you that fortunately, I mean, don't get me wrong, I still get horny. My sex drive isn't completely turned off. Now, am I sleeping with anybody? No. So, you gotta improvise. You do what you do, and that's fine. I have to be truthful on that. I'm not gonna lie about that, because they say that, a lot of people lose their sex drive, but mine was already kind of on hiatus anyway, but whatever. What I was going to say, menopause. So let's talk about that. It's taken me a minute to kind of grasp that whole situation. Yes, I'm in my 40s, but a part of me still wanted another child. Is that going to happen now? Probably not. I've made up in my mind that, after I have all of this resolved and be done, I don't know that I will be coming back from that, because at this point, I am currently in menopause right now. So, literally, they tell you can be in premenopause or full menopause by the time you're done with chemo. But I am in menopause. So literally I have hot flashes. And when I say I have hot flashes, like literally I feel like I'm on fire. I'm sweating. The back of my head is wet. All you see is sweat coming from the back of my head or my head. I just sweat. And all I'm doing is sweating. And I'm burning up. So at night, I have to sleep with a fan on. I have a fan on all the time at this point. I used to be like making fun of my mom and shit because she got her own internal temperature. Now I can't even do that no more because I'm going through this shit and I'm just like, yo, I didn't sign up for none of this shit. Truth be told, anybody that don't tell you this, cancer takes your womanhood. Really, it does. It's no fucking punk. It comes for your shit and then it goes. Literally. Now, after this, we'll see what my reproductive system will look like. But right now, I'm menopausing it out, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? This is some bullshit because I ain't signed up for this at all. So I just have to, just tell y'all that because this is the shit that's happening to me. So like literally, if they gave you the rundown of all the shit that can happen to you while you are going through chemo, dealing with cancer, and you don't have an opt-out button. You can't be like, damn, can I just take parts of this? You would think that chemo, because it's been around for so long, yes, it's gotten better, but it's still harsh. So it really does suck still being on the body. And that we would do better. Now, there's pill form things you can still take, but it does not apply to me because I have to be a certain stage to be qualified to take that. And I'm not. Yeah, I just had to tell y'all that. You get constipation, diarrhea, upset stomach. Sounds like a Pepto-Bismol commercial, right? Upset stomach, diarrhea, constipation. Yeah, that's my life. Well, I really don't get constipated because little tidbit for y'all. So I don't have a gallbladder. I lost that a while ago, some years ago rather. And so digestive wise, I would never process food like everybody else, but literally like certain foods now, they really run through me and really send me to the bathroom. So gotta be careful of what I eat anyway, because it will send you to the bathroom and you and the bathroom will be best friends. You don't want to have to go to the bathroom outside at all. You could probably have a damn accident. I'm not even gonna lie. That is just the sole truth. Yeah. So I spend a lot of my time flushing my system with water. As you can see, the skin done cleared up, kind of. But and yeah, it's my fingernails, so I just had to show y'all. This is what my fingernails look like. This is what chemo has done to my fingernails. Turned them black. So am I ashamed of this? No, because I actually shape them up. I probably cover it on my toes because I don't bring too much attention to myself because people are observant, and this is like the first thing they're observant about because they just think, well, shit, are you having a midlife crisis? Like, where's all your hair? Why'd you cut off all your hair? Da 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 da. I didn't cut it off. It really fell out. The only thing I had the beautician do was clean up my shit because I was walking around here looking like I said Night of the Living Dead. Like I wasn't even joking. I had bald patches all over the place. And I was just like, what the fuck? That was my whole reaction after that. And I was like, this can't be right. And I had a whole moment, meaning I was crying. I was crying my whole fucking ass off because I was just like, I wasn't ready. I was not ready for that. My tongue was a different color. It had black spots. So, it's kind of normal color. Before that, I had like different black spots on my tongue. And they were like big. So you could see it in my mouth. So if I did like that, you can see it. My tongue wasn't even this color pink. Like I said, this medicine that I'm on now, the Taxol, it's a lot lighter, but it still does make you sick. This makes you sick in a different way. I still get nauseated. Still get nauseated. Excuse me. I'm having a moment. This chemo brain. You got to be careful trying to do stuff. Because like I said, I will forget stuff that I know I should remember. It's like having pregnancy brain, but worse. So what was I gonna say? I gotta wipe my lips. Sorry. So I can see it. It's just foam film at the mouth. So what was we talking about? Oh, so the Taxol, it's supposed to be like the last phase, and then you're done, right? Right. I'm not done. So with this Taxol, you still get same symptoms, except for they're supposed to be a lot milder, and you're not fatigued and you can move around. Well, yes and no. Until you have a flare up, a neuro flare up. It's called severity. I'm still not saying it right, but it's a neuro. So it has something to do with the nerves. And so I will have pain traveling, radiating down my joints, tingling in my fingers, my toes. I'll feel it going down the shin. I've even had cramps, pelvic cramps. What else? Yeah, it is supposed to last for a few minutes. If it lasts longer than that, then you need to be concerned because you can end up with permanent nerve damage. And if that happens, there's no way to reverse it. Just thought I would throw that in there. Yeah. So I watched that. I think I was telling you guys how I had to get through my with the Red Devil, had to get through my nausea, so I started doing weed. Well, let me tell you how it started, because I was taking my anti-nausea medicine and none of it was working. I took I had like 3 of them and none of them would work. It did not help me at all. It was really kicking my ass. So that, I was like, fuck this. I'm not taking this no more. Don't give me no more damn pills. I'm not taking this shit. And I was done. I ended up taking edibles. The edibles, they helped. Like, kicked in until. And I have to use that word, until. like I still have some edibles, and sometimes I can take them, and sometimes I can't. And so when I couldn't take it, I had to switch to smoking it. And once I smoked it, it pretty much knocked out. It knocked out all the nausea. It knocked out all the pain. It knocked out a lot. So if you're comprehensive, you just like, I don't know if I want to look. It'll save your life. I think the only thing that I really need to do at this point, which I have not done, because it requires me to focus, is to fill out my application to get my marijuana card. Now, I know you're like, oh, so you got a dispensary? I do. I have a dispensary, but they also sell weed in the smoke shop too. So I can pretty much get it anywhere. In certain places, they won't charge you taxes if you pay cash. So yeah, I have a vape that sometimes works if I hit it just right. And I take that with me whenever I have to go somewhere, so that if I start to feel nauseated, because I'm not going to roll up in somebody's establishment and get kicked out. So that's where the vape comes in. Literally, like once I started doing the Red Devil, I had to get high before, and kind of let it subside before I could leave the house, because I would be so fucked up. I would be in so much pain. So you got to do what works for you. They got drinks now. They got ice cream. They got CBD. They got everything. Everything you can think of, they have it. But I just had to give y'all that tidbit of what I was going through. Like, not to mention, I mean, yeah, that's the side effects. Now, people effects. Whew, child. My dating life, hot ass mess. It's not a hot mess. Let's just say you find out who is for you, who can support you going through this, and who can't. And you're still in the middle of a pandemic. Just had to throw that out there. Still in the pandemic. We ain't over. I was dating before all this started. And the person I was dating, in the beginning, he was supportive. After a while, he bailed. So I was like, well, how are you saying you're going to be supportive and you're not being supportive? Like, checking on me to see if I need anything, or maybe just, or get freaked out when you ask me what I'm doing, I tell you, and then you automatically want to change the subject. Like, if I'm going through something, just like if you were going through something, I would be there. That wasn't the case. So eventually I got tired of asking when you gonna see me. Hey, I'm feeling great. You want to hang out? No. Or I want to see you. And then I ask for a time, and I don't get one. So eventually I just got tired. And what I said was I wasn't going to stress over this relationship. Because clearly you can't say you want to be in a relationship or whatever it is you're trying to be in. If you probably wanted a situationship, it wasn't going to happen with me because I ain't putting out nothing. Putting out smiles, that's it. On my face, that's it. Man, please. So let me tell you, what this has taught me, going through this experience and dealing with the opposite sex. People who know you, and I have, like I said, I have a circle of friends. I don't have a whole lot of friends, but I have a circle of friends, and I have people that I'm very close to. People that know me very well. If they're not supportive, people can't handle your cancer. And I just have to say that because of the way the reactions sometimes that I get. So sometimes it's kind of hard to have set conversations, or I don't get into a whole lot because they don't take it well. And that's just the truth. They don't take it well when I tell them. I just want to let everybody know, though, you taking it harder than the person that's going through it, even though you're trying to process it yourself. We still need you to be strong for us too. We still need you to encourage us while we encourage you, because it's a shock that we're going through all of that. But it helps us out tremendously, because we don't want to feel rejected going through this situation. I made a conscious decision to sever that relationship for the simple fact that if you can't take me at my lowest and I'm sick, you don't deserve me at my fucking best at all. Like, and I really wholeheartedly mean that, because my thing is, if I was married to this person, what would you do? Would you have my back or would you bail? So it really, or even if I'm in a full-fledged relationship with you, and because I'll take it back. We weren't in a relationship. Let me take that back. We were talking. That was the longest talking in my life, to be exact. But I've learned, I can say this as a person that's dating, still dating. I'm not dating now though, but dating in general, that I learned to take things slow. I'm not in a rush. I am in a rush, but I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush to get to know the person and see what type of person they are character-wise. And that is very big with me. That's not going to change. When I feel better, I will do some stuff on some relationship stuff so we can talk about all the shit I really want to talk about, because there be so many things I'll be thinking about, and I just want to know what the hell y'all think. But that's a whole nother thing. I won't go on that tangent. But back to that whole situation. Yes, it did not work out, and I made a conscious choice to part ways, because I just, like, I don't want you to be walking on pins and needles talking to me, or you don't know how to comfort me, or you're avoiding me because you're trying to avoid my disposition. he had some situations that he was going through himself, but I didn't hold any of that, and I was supportive. So checking on you, make sure you need something, because it just started off like clockwork. It was just some crazy ass shit. So that's a whole nother story for a different time. But either way, like I said, I was very supportive. I was supportive the whole time. And that's the one thing. If I'm for you and I got your back, I'm 100% loyal to you. The only thing that would stop me from being loyal to you is if you show me your ass, in a point where you're not genuine and you are truly trying to do me harm. That would make me be, and you a liar. So if you're a liar, all those things that I just said, yeah, we done. Ain't no coming back from that. I'm not trying to, I ain't saving no fucking body. I'm not Captain Save-A-Ho. Your emotional stability matters more to me than anything else if we are in a relationship. And that I am so adamant about. Your mental state has to be on tack, meaning if you are a person that deals with anxiety and all that other stuff, are you on medication? Do you see a therapist? Are you getting help? Because damn sure I'm going through this. I have a therapist. I meet with my therapist. I'm going to go to group therapy soon. Like, this fucks with your mental so bad. Like, I see why people get depressed. And I really work on not going there. Even though I get down. Even though sometimes the news is too much. Even though I still push. Right? I still push. Every day I fight. Every day you get up, that's another day to fight. So, I just had to talk about that. My best friend of 20-something years, we're still friends, but it was very hard for her to deal with, along with all the rest of her other stuff that she had to go. And I kind of took it personal, and then I talked about it in therapy, and I had to just think about it, and I'm just like, okay, not everybody's going to be able to handle your illness in ways that you think they should be able to handle it. God. Okay. I'm just... Anyway. The way you think they should handle it. Because sometimes we want a different outcome. It's not going to be a different outcome. And I had to realize what role my friend could play in helping me, which we finally met up last weekend. It was good seeing her because we hadn't seen each other for a whole year because of COVID. So we would FaceTime and do other stuff. But now, still in COVID, now I got cancer. So it makes hard, it does make it hard to interact with people now more. So now I'm in the four confines of my home. I go outside, getting some sun, as you can see. This is how I'm getting the sun. Because I'm not in direct sunlight. But it's been rough. It's not an easy journey going through cancer and COVID. I just wish COVID was over. Really, I do. But I look forward to interacting with my friends, associates, colleagues, peers, my fat people, my fat family, because I have a fat family. Believe it or not. I ain't been to no fat. Look, let's talk about that. Yo, all the parties. I mean, not that it's going anywhere, but to be able to dance. So that's one thing I can say. I have increased all my soca listening because all I want to do is dance to soca. All I want to do is dance to soca. So I do that to kind of, when I'm feeling down, I crank up. And you might see me. I might get on my social media and get to dancing. I'm a good dancer, though. I haven't been dancing lately, but I do dance. So I'll do that if I'm not too tired. And I'll dance. And it keeps my spirits up, you know. I could zone out and act like I'm someplace else, and not like I have cancer or I have anything. I don't have a care in the world, and all the shit that I thought mattered, it really doesn't fucking matter anymore. All that matters is that I am here alive and that I can beat cancer. That's all that matters to me. I don't give a shit about not much. So I can say that. So soca is like my saving grace through this whole ordeal. So do I miss going to fests? I have a newfound appreciation of going outside to party outside. And I say that because, you know, I can still party. Well, kind of. I can still party, but I wouldn't be near the crowd. I'd be like in the back somewhere chilling, just enjoying a vibe, and that's it. So maybe I've probably been to like 2 parties. It didn't have a lot of crowd, so I'll take it because I still get to experience something. Now indoors, no, I've been at home. I'm not gonna be in nobody's club, and that's just for my own safety. So I won't be in anybody's club. I don't do crowds restrictions, fortunately. Plus, I wouldn't do it anyway since I have cancer. So it's pretty much how I've been living these days. And I just had to talk about that. I mean, that's stuff I got to get off my chest. Yeah. But like I said, I miss all of this. I miss my friends, and I have very supportive friends. I appreciate everybody who has reached out to me, everybody who's prayed for me and is still praying for me. I'm grateful for that. Yeah. Like I said, I wouldn't wish this on anybody. This is a very hard thing. Like I said, it's a disruptor. It disrupts your life completely. And yeah. So I just wanted to just give y'all that update and go from there. But I'll catch y'all later because I don't have anything much else to say. And this chemo brain, it kicks in, and like I said, I'll go blank and forget. It could be the most important shit that I got to say, and I can't remember it. So I'll catch y'all again soon. You know, thank you for tuning in. Click like, share, subscribe. You know, I got a shameless plug. I mean, but if you stayed in with me this long, I thank you for it. I appreciate it. And that's all I have. Y'all be blessed.